Before Kendrick Lamar emerged as a leading figure in contemporary hip-hop, prior to winning a Pulitzer Prize, earning Grammys, embarking on extensive stadium tours, and engaging in a notable rivalry with Drake, there was a pivotal moment in his journey. At this stage, Kendrick was not yet a superstar, but a young rapper eager to establish his credibility. This moment took place in a recording booth, devoid of lights, cameras, or an audience, just Kendrick, a microphone, and one man who had yet to recognize his potential. Anthony "Top Dawg" Tiffith, the founder and CEO of Top Dawg Entertainment, was known for his brutally honest and direct demeanor, making it difficult to impress him. In the early days of TDE, this honesty could significantly impact an artist's future. So, when a young Kendrick Lamar entered Top's office and confidently declared he was ill, he received no encouragement or praise. Instead, he was met with a challenge. "All right, prove it," Top responded. "Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story." Kendrick accepted the challenge. He stepped into the booth and rapped. Not for 5 minutes, or 20, or even 30, but for a full hour continuously. He delivered verse after verse, without hooks or breaks, showcasing his raw talent. This wasn't about crafting a hit or a catchy tune. It was purely about proving his skill, determination, and ambition. This was Kendrick Lamar's audition, and he wasn't merely trying to impress a label executive. He was intent on making a significant impact on a movement that would transform hip-hop. In a revealing interview with Billboard, Dave Free and Terrence "Punch" Henderson, longtime collaborators and co-presidents of TD, recounted the story, highlighting Top's initial skepticism regarding Kendrick's potential. Punch noted, "He probably won't admit it, but Top didn't get Kendrick early on. That's why my relationship with Kendrick was so intriguing. I understood what he was doing." Punch recognized Kendrick's vision, while Top had yet to grasp it. That hour-long freestyle session marked a turning point for everything that followed. It's easy to look at Kendrick today and forget the challenges he overcame to reach this point. Many overlook that even the most gifted individuals face doubt. Future legends must still earn their place. Kendrick had no advantages. He constructed his legacy from the ground up, line by line, song by song, through numerous struggles. This wasn't the first time someone questioned his authenticity. Fast forward to 2013. Kendrick Lamar's debut major label album, Good Kid, Mad City, had already garnered significant acclaim from both fans and critics. However, when it was time to collaborate with Eminem, another lyrical powerhouse, Kendrick encountered a new challenge. Ed Sheeran shared the story during an interview on The Zach Sang Show. He recounted that Eminem invited Kendrick to the studio to work on the track Love Game for the Marshall Mathers LP2. Kendrick arrived with his entire crew, eager to create, but Eminem had a different agenda. He emptied the room, saying, "Just you. Only you in the studio. No entourage. No distractions. Just you, the mic, and my engineer." Eminem had heard the talk about Kendrick being the best rapper of his generation, but he was also aware of rumors that Kendrick might have a ghostwriter. Eminem was determined to ensure that no one else's input would compromise his legacy. So, he watched from a distance. Kendrick sat by himself in the studio and started writing. He stayed calm and focused, without making excuses. He delivered. Once again, he showcased his talent, not through showiness or fame, but through concentration, clever wordplay, and precision. He demonstrated to Eminem that he was more than just hype. He was a dedicated artist on the journey to mastery. These experiences truly shaped Kendrick Lamar, not the accolades, magazine covers, or commercial success, but the challenges he faced, the trials he endured, and the doubts he overcame. Kendrick was never about being the loudest in the room. He aimed to be the sharpest, the most intentional, and the most grounded. Ironically, the early doubts he faced may have been the biggest advantage of his career. When someone questions your abilities, you have two choices: prove them wrong or retreat. Kendrick never chose to retreat. He stood firm when Top Dawg had doubts, when Eminem challenged him, and when the entire music industry tried to label him. He remained steadfast in the face of uncertainty and consistently believed in himself. What's remarkable is that even after achieving success, Kendrick continued to affirm his talent. To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't created for mainstream radio, it was designed for the culture. It fused jazz, funk, revolution, discomfort, beauty, and pain. While it puzzled some fans and alienated casual listeners, it elevated the art form and shifted the conversation. Once again, Kendrick proved he wasn't interested in playing it safe. He sought to challenge his audience. Then came Damn, the Pulitzer Prize-winning album that showcased his lyrical brilliance while remaining radio-friendly and approachable. However, a deeper listen uncovers its complexity, contrasts, and emotional depth. Kendrick delivered both humble and fear in a single breath, highlighting his victories and challenges. By winning the Pulitzer Prize, he became the first rapper to achieve this honor, not for commercial success or trends, but for his artistic excellence. That Pulitzer served as another validation, almost saying, "If you still doubt me, look at this." Yet, it wasn't the conclusion of Kendrick's quest to establish himself. In 2024 and 2025, he found himself embroiled in a fierce rivalry with Drake. The two legends faced off in what turned into one of the most discussed rap battles in recent history. Kendrick didn't hold back. He crafted some of the sharpest and most clever diss tracks in hip-hop, including Euphoria, Meet the Grams, and the viral sensation Not Like Us. He created a masterclass in battle rap, merging psychological tactics with artistic brilliance. And he emerged victorious, not just in the eyes of fans or the streets, but in the broader narrative. He revealed the weaknesses in Drake's dominance and reminded everyone what rap is truly about: authenticity, skill, and purpose. Reflecting on that 1-hour freestyle in front of Dawg, it seems like a turning point. That moment was more than just a challenge. It hinted at what was to come. Kendrick has maintained that same drive and passion ever since. He continues to rap as if he has something to prove and performs as if he's still fighting for his place. Perhaps that's what sets him apart. In a time when popularity often eclipses true talent, Kendrick Lamar distinguishes himself. He's the artist who freestyled for an hour to gain respect from his label, who honed his lyrics under Eminem's guidance, and who took bold risks with each album. He's the one who faced Drake without hesitation. What's even more remarkable than Kendrick's skill is his discipline. He doesn't overwhelm the market with frequent releases or chase trends. He shares his music only when he has something meaningful to express, and when he does, the world pays attention. Whether discussing issues like racial injustice, mental health, generational trauma, or industry politics, Kendrick approaches each lyric with purpose because it truly matters. He has stated that he writes from a place of authenticity rather than convenience, opting for discomfort and honesty over comfort and compromise. That's what makes him unique. Initially, figures like Dawg may not have recognized his potential. Eminem might have had reservations. The industry may have doubted how far a poet from Compton could go in a commercial, streaming-focused music landscape. Yet Kendrick responded to all this skepticism in the only way he knows, through his music. Through countless hours spent in the studio, lyrics that explore the human experience, and moments where he risked everything to prove his worth, he has not only established his place, but has also emerged as a leader. Kendrick Lamar demonstrates that greatness isn't always acknowledged right away. Sometimes it must fight for recognition and overcome doubt. But when it finally breaks through, it doesn't just achieve success, it redefines what success means. So the next time you hear Kendrick deliver a verse, think about those hours in the studio. Recall the silence when Eminem cleared the room. Consider the critics who questioned the commercial viability of jazz-infused rap. Remember the fans who wondered if he could make a comeback after a long break. And remember that Kendrick Lamar faced it all head-on. He stood firm, he rapped, and he proved himself, time and time again. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.